It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Trailblazers come into town for this one. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. Here's McCollum. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Lillard from deep three-point land. Can't connect from long distance. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And a miss there on the triple. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here's the floater. He lays it in.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
The shot's good from LeBron.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player, can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Pass to Nurkic. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Here's the Lakers with the ball. The drive by James. And James throws it down.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Here's Lillard. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's McCollum. Covington trying to break free. McCollum, no good. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You know, with each season in the league, AD's become more of a facilitator. Actually, he's much more aware of how to make plays for his teammates.
Pass to Powell. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lakers working the ball around now. And Davis throws it down.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Here's Lillard, and Davis sends it back. Here's Schroeder. Davis inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 6 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
So both teams changing it up here. 1:31 left to play here in the first. Anthony on the wing. Pass to Canner. Rebound by Harrell. Lakers leading by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Taken away by Anthony. Here's Simons. Back to Canner. And stolen by Harrell. Left side, Davis. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
So it's Portland now, after the basket by Los Angeles. McCollum, no good. Here's Cantor. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Shoots from the line. McCollum, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Davis, such a terror in the open court with his size and speed. That's a really lethal combination.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Collins trying to break free. And that one's good, Anthony.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Both teams will make substitutions. Schroeder. Left side. And again, the Lakers no good. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And he gets the bucket.
You cannot give James these types of opportunities. That guy is relentless.
Lillard way outside. No good from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Nurkic with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Schroeder, left side. To the paint. Here's Drummond. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Damian Lillard.
And that strength of Drummond at times can be overwhelming. Awesome at staying with his shot, even when the pressure is on.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Outside, Davis. Pass to Drummond. To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Lakers?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contribution.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Schroeder hits them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Here's Anthony, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Lillard attacking over Davis. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Another shot. Schroeder outside for 3. Caldwell Pope. Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
It's good. Caldwell Pope's got 9 points.
changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. The drive by LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
For three, Caldwell Pope. Here's Drummond. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
A tenacious rebounder. Drummond's brute strength and long arms come in handy on the glass. And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
And finished off by Davis.
Things really rolling for AD now. This could be a big night for him.
Powell with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. That one falls.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Pass to James. Six to shoot. Now here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll beautifully.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
So both teams making some changes here. So it's Portland now. A three from McCollum. Here's Cantor. Not going to go that time.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10, right at him, get to the rack.
Caldwell Pope. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And it's McCollum off the drive. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 7. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive, and it's good for 2.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Lakers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Shot from 12, and the shot is long.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Chalk up 2 there. 5 points in the game.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
59 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Anthony. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Harrell. Here's Matthews. Second shot opportunity. And there's a nice layup by Kuzma. Kuzma's got his first bucket in this one.
Guys, we can attribute that to all hustle from the Flint, Michigan native there, Kyle Kuzma. Excellent activity leading to that offensive board.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
.35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The Lakers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Shooting from Los Angeles, Alex Caruso.
First one falls for him.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
.23 seconds left to play in the third. 2 points. That one goes.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. To the right side. Out to the right wing. Caruso, no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
LeBron, no good. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. And it's Simons missing. So it's the Lakers now. Pass to LeBron. Here's Horton Tucker. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Lillard scanning the floor for the three, and Davis pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Here's Los Angeles now. It's LeBron with the drive. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
And it's LeBron missing. And here are the Trailblazers now. Down low, Cantor, and he converts the layup. Cantor's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really inside the paint is where Cantor thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space. All the time in the world to get that one off.
Pass to Powell. Lillard outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Timeout. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the Lakers call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Drummond throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
Thrown down with force. Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Schroeder looking around. Deflects the pass. The kick out to LeBron. Clock at 4. Pass to Davis. With the second effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you look at the size and athleticism. Once Drummond gets the ball in there, it's game over.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Drummond. Lillard with it. Knocked away. Here's LeBron. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And James throws it down.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
Schroeder with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Davis.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And another basket for the Lakers.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
To the inside. Here's Davis. And Covington sends it back. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. A different look now for Portland. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And LeBron throws it down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And that one drops for him.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. And Drummond throws it down.
And this is who Drummond can be, an offensive anchor who can dominate once he gets cooking.
Jones, no luck.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance